Tonight on Podcast Them Down, we'll find out which team named the Wildcats wins the NCAA tournament this year.
Hail Metal Nation, that was Matt of Podcast Them Down fame, but you already know that because you heard part one of the March Madness NCAA men's basketball tournament bracket thing. That's the full title. I, of course, as always, yes, of course, as always, am Tim from various bands, including Burning Shadows, Eyes of More Fade to Black, and recently vacated Graves, True Zombie Metal. But, you know, like I said, you already know that. You're a loyal listener. That's why you're listening to part two. And not just to make a quick buck, filling out your completely exactly correct bracket to make them
objectively determined.
That's right.
And I would like to be billed today, but as Matt from the land of sports.
Yeah, well, I figured that was implied because you are listening to Podcast Them Down Metal Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Metal Sports Podcast.
MSR. WMSR.
I wonder what percentage of our episodes have been about sports, because we did the
have a surprisingly high sports quotient. I mean, before we were doing metal promos, there was a good chance that we did more sports related episodes than pure music related episodes.
Thank you for pointing out to me that the MLB lockout they didn't come to terms, so it pushed opening day, so we didn't have to have our Major League Baseball one done yet.
It was
which is coming. You're welcome.
Coming soon, assholes. All right, so in our previous episode we filled out the first rounds, we got the second round matchups, and now we're ready to proceed to the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, and get you to that championship game, Wildcat versus Wildcat. Are we going to
be able to promise that we can finish this in this episode?
Oh, we can. Yeah, because you know that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4. That was 32, 34, 36 matchups. Now we just have 1, 2. Well, yeah, it'll work. We've done the hard part. Don't worry. This part always goes quicker.
Oh, we can do this. It's like 2 to the n matchups, and then 2 to the n minus 1 summation until n equals 0. That's
correct.
How many matchups we're doing.
You got this. That's how many matchups we have left.
Yeah. So whatever n is. All right. So let's do
fucking
this.
Roll, man. Roll Tide.
You're starting with Georgia Street, it looks like.
Yeah, Georgia Street. So we have the Georgia Street Panthers.
These are all universities in D.C. Georgia Street. Well, that's Avenue. Fuck. All right, go ahead.
All right, so we have the Georgia Street Panthers versus the Memphis Tigers. So this is a Wildcat v. Wildcat matchup.
Cat. All right. Where's Georgia Street?
Georgia, believe it or not.
Oh, fuck. It's late. This daylight savings thing has me all fucked up.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, careful. You don't want to mess up what time it is.
If we just lived on Atlantic Standard Time like we should be. All right. Memphis, Georgia, Memphis. How about you tell me what your answer is, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Okay, my pick is I got to pick Memphis because there's no reason Georgia State should be there.
That's a good point. Memphis also has their cat looks more fierce than
much more fierce.
Georgia streets. All right.
Agreed.
Night done and done.
All right, so New Mexico State, they were the Aggies. They were that angry cowboy guy. Arkansas Razorbacks.
No, it's Razorbacks. I'm still bitter about the Aggies.
Yeah. And it's true. Although I believe the UConn Huskies, I believe that was a very close round that came to Dave's decision.
Oh, yeah, we should explain. We should
Yeah.
refresh everyone.
Oh, that's true.
If there is in fact a tie, we ask Dave, who is not with us. Instead, we have a coin to sit in for Dave, Maryland.
A metal coin.
Right.
A metal Maryland
Terrapins coin.
Yeah. Dave. This is Dave right here.
Hi, Dave.
Can't wait to put Dave back in my pocket at the end of this episode.
All right.
So now we have so our next matchup here is not matchup is the Alabama versus Texas Tech.
All right, and we decided Texas Tech was some kind of robot.
Yeah, Texas Tech is a robot. They're a Red Raider, I believe.
And Alabama's the Crimson Tide. Well, I feel like Texas Tech, the robot there is going to create the Crimson Tide with the bloodbath it's about to create.
I mean, the Crimson Tide, although we supported their positive outlook on menstruation earlier,
right?
This second Crimson Tide is not life-giving blood, but life-ending blood, as the Red Raiders rip through the flesh of the Crimson Tide, and securing their place in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, and again, I don't like these episodes are where I'm going to say the most nice things about Texas ever. So I'm going Texas Tech.
You know, if there are Texans just joining us, we're we're always this pro Texan.
Yeah, sure.
Always. The T in PCTD is for Texas.
Podcast Texas Down. That's right.
Shut up.
Hey,
all right, now we have.
Before we continue, did you know Texas has Culvers?
Texas has Culvers?
Yeah.
We might have to make a podcast Texas Down road trip to go to Culvers.
And Austin, Texas has breakfast tacos everywhere. And they're as good as you think they are.
You know, with all this mention, all these Texas fun facts, one would almost believe that Texas would have a horrible obesity problem. But that can't be the case.
That can't be the case.
No.
Let's move on.
So now we have the Michigan State Spartans versus the Duke Blue Devils.
I feel like Devils are still
Devils
beat out
Spartans. Yeah. They're like green. Michigan State's green, if that counts. I mean, that's stronger than whatever fucking CSU Fullerton was. It's a closer match, but I still agree that Duke pulls it out of the Duke.
No, that was the dogs.
Sorry. Okay. So believe it or not, despite the many upsets we've already foreseen, Baylor, defending champions, are still in it, and the Baylor Bears are up against Marquette here, and Golden Eagles versus Bears. I don't know.
I feel like a bear could swat an eagle if it came
out of the sky.
Right. The bear has the size advantage. I still hate the I praised alliteration earlier, but in this case I think it sounds dumb. Bees make it sound dumb, and whatever letter happened before made it sound good.
Especially because they could be the Waco whales so easily. Or the Baylor University bowhead whales. Like, that would be now, it would be weird to have them in Waco, Texas, but lots of teams have weird names. Like, I ain't never seen no Gamecock anywhere. Certainly not in Jacksonville, Florida.
All right, so my answer is Baylor Bears beat Marquette.
And I agree. All right, we have another Bear matchup. So now we have the hated UCLA Bruins versus the St. Mary's. They had a cool name, I recall. The Gales, the St. Mary's ethnonym
I'm sticking with St. Mary's. They're gonna beat you. They're gonna beat UCLA.
I like it. That's actually that's a surprisingly good matchup given our system, and I like that St. Mary's pick too there.
Yeah, I mean, like, no matter what, UCLA passed on Michael Jordan. I mean, like, and I assume it's a systemic issue.
Yeah,
despite the fact that they have the most titles, but that's
35 years ago.
Yeah. No, you're still paying for mistakes you made over that time. I mean, Iron Maiden still is.
Well, that's true.
For replacing Bruce Dickinson.
Okay, so our next matchup is a clash of metal titans, despite the fact that neither of these two teams are called the Titans. So we have the Boilermakers of Purdue versus the fucking metal Longhorns of Texas.
All right. I have a good angle on this. So Purdue is making boilers, right?
Right.
And they are to withstand fire and pressure. And they release steam into whatever mechanical system they're a part of. Meanwhile, the Texas Longhorns are being raised to be eaten and turned into leather. So defeat is in their destiny. So I'm going Purdue Boilermakers.
You could do that. You could be a sports analyst. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I see why sports radio is so prolific. This is fucking easy as shit.
I have no way to argue against that solid argument. I'm just gonna move on and say it goes to Purdue.
But Dave's getting bored. Dave's getting bored because we've been agreeing too much.
Well, I mean, it's not our fault. Finally, we have the San Francisco Dongs versus the St. Peter's, whatever they were. These are the fucking Peacocks. Oh my God. Okay, this is another metal matchup. This is the Peacocks versus the Dongs. I mean, wow.
That's not even a typo. Like when we kept talking about the New York Ragnars.
Yeah, this is legit. This is on ESPN.com, baby. This is real.
All right. San Francisco Dongs versus the St. Peter's Peacocks. I feel like the Peacocks are going to be exhausted after defeating the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, the Dongs, 10th seed are facing a 7th seed. So they're probably not going to be as exhausted, and they're going to whip their Dongs out over the Peacocks and move on, but not much further after this.
But you know what? I feel like these are you forget they're from Jersey City, man. And the Peacocks.
St. Peter's is? Oh, that's a good point.
If there's one thing they do, it's fight. So I am picking the Peacocks, which means our good friend Dave is going to have to decide.
You got Dave in the palm of your hand there.
I do. And Dave has predicted the
Peacocks.
Somehow, some way, St. Peter's continues its run to face Purdue.
That's right. This is amazing.
This is incredible.
You could totally put a peacock in a boiler, though, but we'll save that for later.
All right. Now we'll move to the other side of the bracket here. I believe this is the South or the Mid-South or something. All right. So we have the Arizona Wildcats, number 1 seed, versus the Texas Christian University goddamn Horned Toads.
Horned Toads. Hang on. I said that so confidently, but I forgot Arizona's number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Even with their fucking stupid name.
Yep.
How about let's see if we need to go to a tie or if I need to reconsider.
Okay, well, I am. If you're not picking the Horned Toads, I am. But if you are, I am not.
Toads. Yeah.
Okay, fuck you. All right. Let's go to Dave. Dave has picked the Wildcats.
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 We're gonna get there.
All is proceeding as I have foreseen. All right. So now we have the UAB, University of Alabama Birmingham Blazers, versus Illinois.
The Fighting Illini.
The Fighting Illini. Yeah, that's correct. So would a dragon be able to defeat a horde of Illinis? Whatever those are.
Oh, that's a good point. Probably not. Let's figure out what the Illini are. You know, like when you Google these, it doesn't actually give you like the Illinois Fighting Illini men's basketball Wikipedia page is so not helpful because it's talking about like sports, not lore. You know,
like this is bullshit. Okay, what does Illini mean? During the late 19th and early 20th century, Illini was often used to refer to the students, faculty, staff, and alumni of the university. so thanks. That's not.
So here's a different source that says the same thing. In relation to campus activities, the term Illini appears to first be mentioned in January 1874 when the weekly newspaper changed its name from The Student to the Illini. That's a good upgrade, though.
Also, apparently, you know, our classical training in Latin is failing us because according to the Wikipedia, at least, they're the Illini, which just infuriates me. So I have to pick the Blazers now.
Yeah, but the student yearbook is named the Illio, ILLIO.
What? That's a better name. They could have been the Leos, and they could have made like a lion pun.
Okay, well, I like that they've dug in on this seemingly arbitrary things. I'm going to pick Illinois.
Okay,
so we got to go to Dave again.
We have to go to Dave. Who's he going to pick? Wait, is Illinois or Alabama somehow related to fish?
Probably.
Dave has selected UAB. The Blazers continue.
Where's my applause? I got applause on it. There it is.
All right. Whoa.
I got your attention now.
At this point, we discovered that one of the mascots of the All right, next we have the Colorado State Rams versus our buddy, the Longwood Lancers.
All right, so that's a 6th seed versus a 14th seed. Mm-hmm. So I would go with the Lancers if they weren't so far down and already had to beat Tennessee. So that's going to be a feat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Rams, even though in reality, I wish it was the Longwood Lancers.
I also remember that the Lancer's a shitty, like, wannabe Mitsubishi sports car.
Oh, yeah, the Mitsubishi. Yeah. Oh, God, anyone who owns a Lancer, fuck them.
It's a Colorado State it is.
Mitsubishi,
all right, now we got...
I hope we weren't counting on the Mitsubishi sponsorship.
I mean, not... Well, you know, I was referring, of course, to the old body style. The new body style Lancer, of course, is great.
Yes, and everyone should buy one.
Yeah, but only in Taiwan and mainland China, the only places they're currently sold.
And Mitsubishi, you can send that check via PayPal.
Straight to Dave. But this...
You're welcome, Dave.
This one, not the real one, the metal one. Metal Dave.
Metal Dave, not the Dave of metal. Wait.
Right, exactly. Wait, I forgot which Dave is which now. All right, so now we have the Buckeyes of Ohio State versus another set of Wildcats.
Damn it! I'm going Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Yeah, there's not much more to be said. What the fuck is a Buckeye?
Right. All right, here we go. We are now in the last cardinal direction, Midwest.
Oh, fuck. There's a whole fourth of it I missed. I scrolled back up. I was like, Sweet 16.
Okay, Kansas. Kansas Jayhawks versus the San Diego State Friars, right?
Aztecs.
Aztecs. Fucking Aztecs, yeah. Oh, this is hard.
I would go Kansas, but it's against the Aztecs, so yeah, Aztecs.
You gotta pick Aztecs. Yeah, you're right.
Right, they're
Sorry,
way more
Kansas.
metal than whatever the fuck.
I do feel a little bad because I feel like if you're in Kansas, all you have to do is watch your team play basketball. Whereas if you're in San Diego, like, who the fuck cares?
Right.
But you know what? It's like, what game, man? I'm here living my life in the fucking greatest city on earth. Wait, we have a basketball team? We have a university? All right, next we have the Iowa State Cyclones versus the Wisconsin Badgers.
Oh wait, I thought the spiders moved. Oh no.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, you're right. You are totally right. And these are the Friars. These are the Providence Friars.
Right.
All right.
Providence Friars versus the Iowa. No, shit, the Richmond Spiders.
Richmond Spiders. So this is the battle of the R's. R's versus R's.
I thought we eliminated the Pirates.
No, yeah. I see what you did there. This is interesting.
Right. Leave a comment if you followed.
Anything.
That. Yeah.
We might.
If you got the R's and then the pirate thing. All right.
Like if you find this episode followable and coherent, write us an email and we'll cut you in some of Dave's check.
I'll have from Mitsubishi. I'm seeing if cohegent's a word. Cogent marketing.
Oh, that's a fucking business word.
Right.
Fuck. It's cogent and coherent. God damn it.
No, it's a portmanteau.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not a professional editor or anything, because that would be embarrassing.
All right. Anyway, the Providence Flyers are just gonna squish the Richmond Spiders as the bugs they are.
Yeah. You're right. They had a good run. They had a good scurry, but it's over now.
That's right.
Now we have Iowa State Cyclones versus Wisconsin Badgers. I feel like a Badger can dig in the ground and escape a Cyclone.
I totally agree, which makes a less exciting podcast.
Okay, so fuck you. So I'm going to pick Iowa State.
No. Don't do that. Let's move the Badgers on.
Okay.
And then let's disagree on the next one.
Okay, so now we have the Trojans versus the Auburn. Well, they're probably Gamecocks or
Auburn. It's
Lady
Auburn
Hens
Tigers.
or something.
Auburn
Tiger. All right, then Wildcat. Another Wildcat. Trojans, right?
Wrong. A condom can't make it through more than one round. So,
that's safe. That's a good safe sex.
Right. You should not be reusing.
You should
them,
not,
even if you boil it.
And do not boil your condoms, please.
Right. Right. So it's going to be Tigers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like how we're going to get CDC and Trojan money from this too.
That's right. Do we have to go to Dave?
All right, let's go to
condom
Dave.
Or tiger?
Condom or tiger? Tiger.
Ah, good choice, Dave.
Wow. And now, in what seems like a blink of an eye compared to last episode,
Right.
we're on to the Elite Eight. The Sweet 16 matchups are set, and here we go. Who's going to the Elite Eight? Now we have Memphis versus the Arkansas Razorbacks.
All right, so that's Tigers.
Tigers.
It's Razorbacks.
Yeah, fucking right. I can't even argue. All right, now this gets interesting because we have two color-based mascots. We have the Red Raiders versus the Blue Devils of Duke. This is really close.
All right, well, so as again, we've established that the Texas Tech is in fact a robot, a killbot, if you will.
Yep.
Against a devil. So are devils not immortal?
Are Devils immortal? I think they are. But Devils are also defeatable.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think a red killbot could rip a devil in half, but I think a devil and a robot could fight a pitched battle in such a way where the devils might have to go and regroup.
Look up the Texas Tech Raiders statue.
Oh, Texas. Do I want to see this?
I think you do.
Okay. What the wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's like
that's a fucking metal statue.
Yeah, so it's this dude on a horse. Does he have a gun? Is that a gun in his hand? I can't tell.
I think it looks like he's doing a gun hand.
Yeah, he's doing a gun hand. That's what I wasn't sure about. So I like that they didn't use an actual gun, but at the same time that makes it look doofy. I was gonna say goofy, but I meant doofy. But it also looks like if you just took this picture and posted it and said this is Harrison Ford, people would go, "Oh yeah."
All right, now I have some unfortunate news.
Okay.
Duke University does not have a statue of the devil.
Oh, fuck that.
They do have a statue of a camel.
Is that another tobacco thing?
It's no, it's something about some biologist who studied some bullshit. It's to honor the father of comparative physiology and integrative biology. Fuck you.
Fuck him. All right, Texas
Fuck
Tech.
you, Knut Schmidt Nielsen.
Knut? What's he, German?
It's Newt. He's I think he's Danish or something.
Danish.
No. Sorry, he's Norwegian.
Oh. Is there a oh. I don't know why that works better, but it does. All right. So yeah, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Yeah. I don't even need to bring Dave into this because when there's the right answer, there's the right answer. All right, next. Baylor. Some kind of bear, I do believe.
Go ahead.
And St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. Let me look up what St. Mary's
had
was.
an unpredictable tournament so far. Beating UCLA, reaching this matchup with Baylor. They're the Gales. Remember?
Who are they playing? I already forgot.
They're playing the Baylor Bears.
Baylor Bears. This is tricky.
Would
let me put my sports hat
in
on.
a fight between a bear and an Irish person?
Well, it depends what time it is.
Yeah.
Because of how drunk they're going to be.
Holy shit. Well, this is another whole podcast topic, but I've just found a Wikipedia article, just a regular Google search return. Silverback gorillas versus grizzly bears. Who would win in a fight? Now that's a fucking sport.
I'd watch that. Let's go. Baylor's going to blow it, and it's going to be St. Mary's.
Wow.
And everyone's gonna go, who the fuck is St. Mary's and what's a Gale? That's what they're gonna say.
I like that prediction. Unfortunately, I believe that prediction is wrong. It's fucking Baylor. There's no way St. Mary's can beat Baylor. Even if everyone on Baylor had crippling diarrhea, I believe they would still be able to beat St. Mary's.
Well, why don't we ask Dave?
Let's ask Dave. Baylor.
Wow. Fucking Dave. Man. Fuck you, Dave.
Dave the Metal Coin is really smart at sports, man.
Oh, I told you, sports podcasting is easy as shit.
It's incredible. All right, so if you haven't gotten your fill of Saints yet, now we have the Purdue Boilermakers versus the salty St. Peter's, New Jersey Peacocks.
Boilermakers, let's move on.
Yeah, Boilermakers.
That one was easy. I feel like it's going to be a steam versus robot battle. And then on the other side.
Holy shit, this is amazing. All right.
And then somewhere there's going to be like an Aztec versus Badger battle.
Okay, so here we go to kick it off. We have the Arizona Wildcats versus the Dracos, or what are the Blazers? The Blazers.
Yeah, it's gonna be Wildcats.
It's gonna be Wildcats,
even though it should be the Dragon team.
Do we even need to bother Colorado State versus the Villanova Wildcats? It's gonna be the Wildcats. Bringing up the Wildcat.
Yes, it's still
Wildcat matchup.
Right. I'm not saying this just to force the Wildcat matchup, because again, Villanova has got nothing for it. Arizona, they can it's like they're in Arizona. There's more to do there.
Yeah. And also, even though, we even gave Villanova an automatic in, I believe a Villanova Wildcat would consume a Colorado State Ram, because that's literally what evolution has designed it to do.
Oh, I just looked up exactly where Villanova is. Do you know where?
Oh yeah.
It's sandwiched. It's sandwiched between Haverford, Bryn Mawr, and King of Prussia.
Yeah.
Philly. It's not even in Philly. It's an effort to get to Philly.
I feel it's like we're the people who are so Philly they've been kicked out of Philly go to live.
That's right. But there is a huge mall in King of Prussia for our...
You've got to get out of Philly.
For our non East Coast U.S. listeners. There's also a town over there called Conshohocken, which is just fun to say.
Yeah, Conshohocken. I wish Villanova was in Conshohocken. Like if they were Conshohocken State University, that would be amazing.
They could probably spit into West Conshohocken, though.
Well, another one of my favorite Philadelphia suburban towns is called Hatboro, and I keep looking for the Hatboro hat store, and there's shockingly few.
I'm looking for that. Hatboro. Is it near is it near Camden, New Jersey?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, here's West Philadelphia. I know someone who was born and raised there.
Yeah. You know where he spent a lot of his time in school.
All right. Let's move on.
All right. Okay.
We're in the Midwest again, so let's talk about San Diego.
Midwest Sweet 16 matchups here. So we have the San Diego State Aztecs versus the Providence Friars.
Oh, shit. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this one.
Now, unfortunately, I know the real answer to what happens when these two teams battle.
Enlighten me.
Well, let's just say that the Aztec Templo Mayor in Mexico City has a big old church on top of it now.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's a history lesson.
That's a history lesson.
Yeah. And the Friars are also seated higher.
Mm-hmm. But I like this Aztec team. And they're not that different, you know? Like an 8 seed could upset a 4 seed.
Yes. Now I'm thinking like maybe San Diego wants to lose. They can go outside.
Okay, I guarantee wherever they're playing, it's not as nice as San Diego is right now.
San Diego.
Even if they're playing in like Long Beach.
San Diego's first game is at Dickies.
Oh, nice.
Dickies Arena in Fort Worth.
Oh.
They want to go home.
They might not.
Their heart's not in it anymore. I mean, Providence is nice and all, but they're probably up for a change of pace. So I'm going Providence. They want to stay in Texas.
Yeah, they don't want to go back to Providence as much. Oh
shit! No, I take it back. So their first round game is in Buffalo. I don't know where their second round game is, but their first round game is in Buffalo. Anyway, it's still going to be the Friars.
No, they want to get out of Buffalo to get to
right
Fort Worth or wherever.
That's right. No, it's still the Friars.
San Diego keeps passing the ball to the other team. It's like their heart isn't even in it. And finally, we have our Wisconsin Badgers versus yet another cat-related Auburn Tigers.
It's going to be Badgers. They want it more.
Badgers?
They've been abstaining from all the fried cheese in Wisconsin. Wisconsin was all steel, beer, and dairy products, And Auburn is just fried everything. So I feel like Wisconsin has the advantage because they only fried cheese, but Auburn is not going to be eating anything that isn't fried. There you go.
Well, Auburn's from Alabama, so they're certainly going to be eating things that are fried.
Well, that's my point.
I see.
Everything is fried.
Oh, I get you.
Meanwhile, Wisconsin's going to draw the line after cheese. Probably they're going to have. They're going to have a burger. They're not going to have a fried.
Like they'll have some. They'll have some muesli for breakfast before they.
Right. But they will be hungover.
Can I have some fried toast with that? This is hard. So you're picking Wisconsin. I feel like there's.
I think their diet is going to help them outlast Auburn.
Our only non-Texas Southern team making it to the Elite Eight right now is Arkansas. So I feel like I got to give this to Auburn. I feel like that Southern good old boy sports network is somehow going to arrange it for the Badgers to all get crippling diarrhea. Maybe
it's always back to crippling diarrhea with you.
I'm really looking forward to this game, gentlemen, and I'd just like to offer you some complimentary fried pickles before you head out there.
For a second, I thought you were going for more of a Savannah accent.
Oh yeah. I would just like to meet some of these tall Wisconsin gentlemen before you play our Auburn Tigers. I mean, that's a different kind of crippling diarrhea.
That's right.
Okay, so this is all up to Dave now.
All
right.
Come on, Dave.
Oh, Dave picks Wisconsin.
Very, very astute of you.
Wow.
I feel like he would have picked them in real life as well.
Real Dave would have picked Wisconsin too.
Right. All right, back up to the top.
Elite Eight. Another, holy shit. Okay, this is even more difficult. So we have the killer Razorback Hogs of Arkansas.
Can I just interrupt you?
Sure.
So you got first round, second round. Then you got Sweet 16, alliteration. Elite 8, alliteration. Final 4, alliteration. Why isn't it like not the Tremendous 2?
Because it could be.
No, it's just this championship. All right, back to the Elite 8. Let's do this.
You know what? I'm changing it to the top 2.
Top 2. That works. Better than championship. Top 2 championship.
All right, Razorback versus Red Raider.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, it's hard.
All right, let me look at the seeds here. Razorback is 4. Texas Tech is 3.
Yeah. No help there.
No help there. The Texas Tech robot probably needs to recharge his batteries by this point. I assume the Razorback is quite agile.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a statue at Arkansas
of the Razorback,
of a fucking band of angry wild pigs.
Oh shit.
Wild band of Razorbacks monument fountain. Wow. It's right outside the stadium.
So it sounds like you're going to pick Razorbacks.
I think I'm picking the Razorbacks.
I'm picking the Texas Tech Killbots.
I mean, as awesome as that Killbot looked, I don't think his is gonna stop these pigs.
Yeah, the boar's just gonna eat off the finger gun.
He's gonna eat everything. There's a lot of fucking pig-related statues. Wow. Arkansas knows how to make a statue. All right, so it's all up to Dave now. Razorbacks versus Red Raiders.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for the bed to wear out. And
it just stops.
Oh. It's the Razorbacks.
Razorbacks. Oh fuck! Damn it! I was right then.
Even worse than my disappointment, I dropped Dave. Hold on a minute here. All right, I'm back.
All right, he picked Dave up off the floor.
Dave back up off the floor. Now we have another equally tough matchup. We have Baylor Bears versus the Boilermakers.
Oh, Boilermakers. Done and done.
Yeah, I agree.
You could boil a bear.
Podcast I'm down does not recommend boiling a bear.
Right. They're gonna the Baylor's gonna get cocky. They're gonna eat too many cured meats.
They're not hungry enough. Versus the pressure and heat and intensity is just making these Boilermakers strong. Now, come to think of it, they're not the boilers. They're the people who make them. So they probably hate pressure and heat.
Well, a Boilermaker is a tradesperson who fabricates steel, iron, or copper into boilers and other large containers intended to hold hot gas or liquid, as well as maintains and repairs boilers and boiler systems.
I believe a Boilermaker is also like a pint of Guinness and a shot of Jameson or something.
It is.
Like that.
So that's the second result. It is 2 types of beer cocktail. It is a glass of beer mixed with a shot of whiskey.
I mean, that sounds good.
Traditionally, the liquor is consumed in a single gulp and is then chased by the beer, which is sipped. The liquor and beer may be mixed by pouring or dropping the shot into the beer. The mixture may be stirred. If the shot glass is dropped into the beer glass, the drink can also be known as a depth charge.
Ooh. And don't forget, Podcastum Downers, liquor and beer, you're in the clear.
Yeah, it rhymes, so that's how it goes.
Yeah, so that means it's the truth.
So
all right, now moving.
Are you also going with Boilermaker?
I am. I can't disagree with that. It
okay, because I want to circle back to the drink.
Okay.
But in the next round, if we don't have to get to it now, we'll get to it.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh, that's okay. Very true.
We can move on.
Yeah, because they're still in it. All right, now the much anticipated Wildcat v Wildcat matchup.
Oh, which Wildcats are going to be more wild than the other cats?
Oh my God, this is such a we have Southwestern Wildcats versus East Pennsylvania Wildcats.
All right. Well, my first thought of that is a Wildcat in the West is going to be more hardy than a Wildcat in the East. He's got the Schuylkill River. He's got the King of Prussia Mall. He can pop over to Conshohocken and go to the Wawa. An East Coast Wildcat is more pampered than that of a West Coast Wildcat. Cold nights, hot days, crippling water shortage. So wildfires. There's more wild stuff going on out there. So my knee-jerk reaction is Arizona Wildcats, but I'm willing to reconsider.
So I'm going to argue the exact opposite case.
Is this a West Philadelphia thing?
No, for the Wildcat to survive in the concrete jungle of suburban Philadelphia, it has to be cunning. It has to be tough. It has to deal with the attitude of Philadelphians throwing things at it.
Batteries and such.
There's a lot of guns in Arizona, but there's also a lot of guns in the Philadelphia suburbs.
Oh, absolutely.
And the Wildcat in Arizona can always just find an elk and like have a relaxing dinner, versus this Wildcat is like sneaking into Chick-fil-A dumpsters. Like everything in its life is danger.
Those are both good points. I'm sticking with Arizona.
I'm sticking with Villanova. So
all right, let's go to Dave.
We know who has to decide.
Is it the Wildcats?
Wildcats win.
Congratulations, Wildcats.
In particular, it's the Arizona Wildcats.
Oh, nice.
For those who actually want to fill out the bracket.
That's a bonus for me.
If you're still following this podcast to fill out the bracket, you're my hero.
We could post your actual bracket thing.
That's a great idea.
Maybe we should wait till Wednesday.
Yeah, wait till Thursday. Like, wait till both of the episodes air.
Oh, wait, today is Wednesday when this airs.
Yeah, I mean, wait until this episode airs.
Right, this will post Thursday morning at steelresolve.com.
Yeah, for only $2.
The paywall. Oh, this is only available to our patrons. There's how we do it. We'd release it to the patrons.
Holy shit! Yeah, they'll get it on Wednesday night before you can get it on Still Resolve. So you can get your bets in without the pressure of getting in before the games start on Thursday morning. That's it. That's perfect. That's why you should be a patron.
That's right. For as little as $1 a month.
Yeah. That's less than Dave spends on beer. It is.
It's more than I spend on beer. Because I drink Dave's beer.
All right. Last Elite Eight matchup here. Providence Friars, Wisconsin Badgers. Now, I would like to point out that a badger looks like a little furry friar.
So the Badgers, number 3 seed, the Friars, number 4 seed.
Great matchup. Another surprisingly great matchup.
I believe Wisconsin has a decent hockey team. So they're often in the Frozen Four. I believe. If I'm wrong, write an angry comment. Also, go fuck yourself. In
that order.
Right. I feel like Providence has nothing else going for it. So it's a bigger deal that they win than if Wisconsin doesn't win. Because if Wisconsin doesn't win, well, the Frozen Four is coming up eventually. Right? So yeah, I'm gonna go with Providence because the pressure's higher.
Right. I agree. I think, and I also just like saying the word Friar, so I would like saying it more than Badger, so I want to say Friar several times more. So the Friars it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your final four for 2002 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Tournament. Arkansas v. Purdue, Arizona v. Providence.
I have a question I should have looked into earlier.
Yes.
Is there a way it could have been all Wildcats in the Final Four?
No, it couldn't.
It didn't work out that shit.
Because there was an uneven distribution of Wildcat. I was doing that math way back in the first episode.
All right. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So rest assured, live without regrets. There was no way it could have been Wildcats v. Wildcats v. Wildcats v. Wildcats.
Oh, that would have been. If it was, we should delete this and redo it.
Believe me, if that was mathematically possible, I would have been stacking the deck.
Oh, Dave says it's the Wildcats. All right. Yeah, so Final Four time.
Shit,
we're
this is
almost at the
hard.
end. Wait, let's that's what she said. We are, let me look at our clock. Unfortunately we can't push this into a third episode.
Yeah, no, I think we should just end it. Because we got to get to the women's now too.
Oh, fuck. All right, yeah. Let me look that up real quick while you begin with the Final Four.
Okay, so here we go. Our first match. Arkansas Razorbacks, Purdue Boilermakers.
All right, it's time to stop pretending that Arkansas deserves to be here, because Arkansas fucking sucks. They have unleashed a plague upon the world, and that plague is known as Walmart. It's time for them to pay for their sins and lose to the Purduevians.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I do like the Purduevian Boilermakers, but I direct you once again to these fucking pig statues. And I just can't turn my eyes away from them. And I want them crowned with the wreaths of laurels of victory. So I'm gonna go with the Razorbacks here. So I guess it's up to you know who.
Yeah, it's up to Dave.
All
right.
Wait, are we booing Dave or my pick?
You.
We're
not booing Dave. We're gonna build some suspense for you.
All right.
Too slow.
Purdue. Wow.
Good choice, Dave.
Holy fucking God. Speaking of holy fucking God, it's the Arizona Wildcats versus the Providence Friars. Now, we had a history lesson last time. I can also tell you what happened when some Friars met some Arizona Wildcats. They died. The Wildcats ate them.
Yeah, but is that like a real thing?
Yeah. I mean, there are all these like missions in the Southwest.
The missions.
The missions. They did not have a good go of it.
When I think mission, I don't think Arizona. I think of two things. The Alamo and San Diego. And Arizona's between them, so you but like no, when I think of Arizona, I think of like douchebags, and John McCain. So who depending on your opinion may or may not belong to that first group as well. So there were it checks out that there were missions in Arizona.
Like, I believe
but it's not
Tucson,
the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Arizona.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Tucson was a mission, I believe.
All right, so that's a first seed versus a fourth seed. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
I think Providence has been emboldened,
really,
by their repeated victories, and the Wildcats know deep down inside that their name is stupid. So I'm going Friars.
I mean, I'm going on the always bet on Wildcats logic myself. It paid off in the last matchup, so why couldn't it pay off here?
Fair.
So I guess it's time for Metal Dave to rule in.
Oh, were you waiting for this? There we go. There it is.
I'm gonna throw it again. Ding, Providence.
Providence.
Wow.
Where's a
Wow.
This soundboard isn't as responsive as I would like it to be.
All right. So what are we calling it? Your top 2 matchup.
Your tippy toppy 2. Tippy top.
Tippy toppy 2. All right, hold on. I got to change it in the spreadsheet. Tippy. Your tippy.
You are.
Toppy 2 matchup. Get ready on April 4th. Turn on your TV to see the Purdue Boilermakers versus the Providence Friars in one of the most unprecedented and unpredictable NCAA finals in history of college basketball. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be amazing. Who will win?
This one's tough. This one is very tough.
Now, I would like to remind you wanted to say something about Boilermakers.
Oh yeah, let's. Oh shit! I closed it.
Oh no,
it's okay. I can bring it back. I'm hitting reopen old
all
things.
tabs.
Right, and it came up with Eleni and Cohegent.
Cohegent.
Yeah. Before we get to the winner. How about we do a preview of the women's? So I'm just scanning over the NCAA bracket for the women's basketball tournament, and I'm seeing stuff that doesn't make sense. For example, there's a team 16th seed that's HOW/UIW. What does that mean? We'll find out in a future.
I don't know.
All right.
HOW/UIW?
Yeah, and I'm seeing some familiar things in here. There's the Delaware. Oh, for some reason it loads much slower than the men's, which is odd.
Wow.
There's Delaware, Kansas, Virginia Tech, and then there's stuff like FGCU.
Oh, that's Florida Gulf Coast University.
Oh, fuck them. And Utah.
Utah?
Which is confusingly UU, which I feel like you wouldn't be allowed to say in a Mormon-dominated state.
Yeah, shouldn't they be called W?
Yes, that's better. I like that. And then we're seeing there's our good friends Arkansas in here as well.
Nice. Yeah, I think there's some.
I don't know. So if we were to do the women's, there's we could probably knock it out in one episode, not because it's less popular, but because we've covered most of this ground.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
I think there's
plenty of new stuff to discuss, and
yeah,
I can already just by inspection, I know who's gonna win. So,
really?
Uh-huh.
Is it UConn? Because that's who's gonna win, but
oh, they're gonna go farther, but farther than they did for the men's. Yeah. How about the UConn men's team should maybe attend some of the women's team's practice to learn how to play better basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's probably a good call. Wow, UConn's women's only got a second seed this time.
There's U Albany, which is there's no space between U and Albany, so it's Albany.
UConn women's basketball has a record 11 championships, including 4 in a row.
There's also Charlotte, but I feel like she needs more of a team to beat Indiana. But anyway, that's for our
how you gonna have that one lady take on a whole team?
Yeah, it seems fucked up. Does this starts the same time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a day.
Yeah,
I think it's a day behind. So we can
actually gonna have 3 episodes this week?
Oh, I'm fucking butt sized.
Butt sized.
I'm butt sized.
That's the butt sized sound. All right, let's get back to the men's. Let's wrap this up, and then we'll do the women's. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So tune into Twitch. Twitch.
Yeah.
And become a Twatcher.
Maybe we'll have a metal Doug or a flesh Doug or a flesh Dave. Who knows?
Seton Hall came back. Fuck you. All right. So who's our terrific two?
So our tippy toppy two are Purdue and Providence.
All right, Boilermakers versus the Friars. Personally, I'm surprised the Friars made it this far.
I think everyone is.
All right. Purdue, what is it? They were up there, were they not? I got the wrong thing up. There we go. Purdue was a 3 seed.
They're not that
right. Providence was a 4 seed.
Is a 4 seed.
So yeah.
This is
we're just not agreeing now.
No, but I'm saying this is not like, even though this is a surprise, this isn't mathematically impossible. It's not like we had Notre Dame playing Texas A&M Corpus Christi. So good on us and good on our objective metal methods.
That's right. All right, so what would be the most metal? A friar who was possibly involved in some nefarious schemes?
Mm-hmm.
Or one who bends steel to his will in order to have it contain fire, pressure, and steam? It's going to be Purdue. Purdue's going to win this whole thing. They're going to do it.
I feel like part of what makes March Madness so great is the Cinderella story. And I feel like
Cinderella story.
I feel like Providence is your Cinder.
I gotta find that.
The Providence is your Cinderella here. These young shoeless friars are out there looking for shoes, and that's why the Providence Friars, in a very close game, are beating the Purdue Boilermakers.
Oh, so you disagree?
I disagree.
Well, hang on 1 second. I happen to have an app that pulls TV from the future, and I in fact have some audio of whether
great.
this Cinderella story is going to happen or not. So let's give it a listen.
What an incredible Cinderella story. This unknown comes out of nowhere to lead the pack. At Augusta, he's on his final hole.
Yeah, the championship's in Augusta.
He's about 400 yards away. He's going to hit about a 2-iron, I think.
So it's a 3-point. The game's coming down to a 3-pointer, I guess.
Well, he got all of that. The crowd is standing on its feet here at Augusta. The normally reserved Augusta crowd going wild. For this young Cinderella who's come out of nowhere, he's got about 350 yards left. He's going to hit about a 5-iron, I expect, don't you think?
Right. I feel like Providence might be disqualified.
All of that one.
For using 5 irons.
They
really shouldn't be bringing 5 irons onto the court.
Cinderella boy, tears in his eyes, I guess, as he lines up this last shot. He's got about 195 yards left, and he's got.
It's a big court.
It's really quite.
Cinderella story out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion. It looks like I'm a wreck. It's in the hole.
It's in the hole.
It's a hole.
Buzzer beater.
Man.
They did it.
Wow.
All right. So do we need to go to Dave?
I think we need to go to Dave.
Because we know those who bend the very elements to their will is a possibility. And we know that Cinderella's story, it's in the hole, is a possibility. So let's go to Dave for the final decision. And for this, we do need the timpani.
Yeah, we need the timpani, the long timpani.
Right, which just stops unceremoniously.
Yeah. So I'm going to flip it and it stopped. It
stopped.
Your winner of the 2022 NCAA Men's Basketball Championships is Providence Friars.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
And infallible.
Yeah. And what is it? Coherent.
Cohesion. All right. Well, if you won money from filling out your completely accurate and correct bracket, send us a cut of it. We deserve it. Because you did nothing. We did all the work.
And you know what? Metal Dave doesn't get any money. Because he is money.
That's right. Until next time, Metal Nation, keep your gambling legal? Yeah, that's a good
it's legal now. Yeah.
I guess. All right.
All right. Enjoy the basketballs. It's not that hard being a film cricket.